One day, my husband Adam suddenly announced, "From now on, we'll take care of my sister Amy and her daughter Rita. We'll provide them with food, clothing, and shelter." I was shocked. "What do you mean?" I asked. "For the past month, Amy hasn't been paying for her own house, so we've been helping her already," Adam replied. "Wait, you didn't say they'd be living with us full-time?" I protested. "Amy and her husband are divorced, so we have to help them," he said confidently. "We'll build a new house and start a new life as a family of 5. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Before I knew it, I blurted out, "Then I'm divorcing you." My name is Jane. I'm 32, a housewife, married to Adam for 7 years. We live with our 5-year-old daughter, Sarah. I thought we were happy, but it turns out Adam cared more about his sister than us. One evening, Amy and Rita suddenly appeared at the front door. I greeted them awkwardly, but then whispered to Adam, "Why are they here?" "Amy's having trouble with her husband, so I invited them to stay," he said casually. "You can't just bring them here without asking me." I said, "What's the big deal? It's temporary." Adam replied, brushing off my concerns. Soon, Amy made herself at home. She sprawled on the sofa, watching TV like she owned the place. Adam pampered her and Rita, offering coffee, oranges, and even the pudding I had bought for Sarah. When I protested, Adam snapped, "Don't be stingy. We should treat guests generously." Sarah looked upset, so I took her to a restaurant to cheer her up. While she enjoyed a parfait, I thought about how to deal with this situation. But Adam showed up at the restaurant too, demanding I pay for everyone's food. I had to cover the $50 bill from our family budget. Weeks passed, and Amy showed no sign of leaving. Adam focused all his attention on Amy and Rita, ignoring Sarah. One day, Sarah tearfully asked me, "Is Rita more important to Dad than me?" Heartbroken, I comforted her, saying, "Your dad is just trying to help Rita because she's in trouble." But I knew I couldn't let this continue. I decided to confront Adam and demand changes. At first, my sister-in-law started coming over a lot. She'd join us for dinner and even go shopping with my husband like it was normal. Adam didn't say anything to her, he just said, "It's so much fun." But then Amy got married and stopped coming over, which was a relief. But now, years later, it felt like we were going to go through the same problems again. I went back to the living room and sighed. Amy was lying on the couch watching TV, acting like she lived here. Adam spoiled her even more. "Amy, do you want some coffee?" he asked. "Sure," she replied. "Rita, I'll get you some oranges." "Yay, cool," Rita said. "There's pudding in the fridge," Adam added. "I love pudding," Amy said. I had bought that pudding for Sarah and me, not for them. I was upset. "Don't be stingy," Adam told me. "We should treat guests generously, right?" I tried to stay calm, but Sarah was sad because her pudding was gone. I told her, "Let's go to the restaurant. You can eat whatever sweets you want there." "Really?" she asked excitedly. "Yay," she cheered. At the restaurant, Sarah was happily eating a parfait. I sat quietly with my coffee, trying to relax and think. I was also thinking about how to deal with my sister-in-law. But to my surprise, Adam showed up at the restaurant. "You should have prepared food for us," he complained. "I left your food on the table," I replied, "but you should have quickly prepared food for Amy and Rita too." Then Adam said something that shocked me. "Jane, you're not qualified as a housewife." "Excuse me?" I asked, confused. "Well, let's see what's on the menu," Adam said. He and Amy ordered expensive steaks, and Rita got a kid's meal. I had just wanted some quiet time with Sarah, but now they were interrupting us. And then Amy said, "I want a parfait, just like Sarah is having." After dinner, my husband said, "I want to have dessert too." He ordered 2 parfaits, and Amy and Rita shared one. "How much do you eat?" I asked. "You just had pudding." "That's why we came to the restaurant," Amy replied. "I'm so full," Amy said. "Me too," Rita added. "I'm getting sleepy," said Adam. "Let's go home," Adam told me. Then he said, "Jane, take care of the bill." I was shocked. Adam quickly left the restaurant. In the end, I had to pay for my sister-in-law's food using our family money. The bill was about $50 because Adam had ordered expensive dishes. If only he hadn't brought Amy along, we wouldn't have had such a big bill. 2 weeks passed, and my sister-in-law showed no sign of leaving. My husband was so focused on Amy and Rita that he wouldn't even talk to his own daughter, Sarah. Sarah was very sad, asked me in tears, "Is Rita more important to Dad than me?" All I could do was comfort her, saying Rita is in trouble because she was kicked out of her house. Your dad is just being nice to her. But I couldn't keep living like this, so I decided to talk to Adam about it. Sarah is very sad because you're not paying attention to her. I said to my husband, I'm not saying you shouldn't be kind to Rita, but you need to be kinder to Sarah too. Adam gave me an annoyed look. Okay, he replied. What's with that look? I asked. Are you really bothered by spending time with your own daughter? Why do you have to be so annoying? He snapped. He promised to talk to Sarah, but nothing really changed. He mainly focused on Rita and only gave Sarah attention when he had time. It had already been a month since Amy moved in, and I kept asking Adam when they were going to leave. He just said, I can't say anything yet. Amy and Rita did whatever they wanted. No matter how much I cleaned, the house got messier because of them. We lived in a small, cheap apartment to save money for a future house. But with Amy and Rita staying with us, it felt more cramped. Whenever my sister-in-law and niece made a mess, the entire apartment got dirty quickly. Originally, each of us had our own room, my husband, my daughter, and me. But since Amy came, I had to share a room with my daughter, and my sister-in-law took the room I used to have. Just when I thought I couldn't handle it anymore, my husband said something shocking. From today on, we'll take care of my sister and niece. We'll provide for everything: food, clothing, shelter, and more. I was confused. What do you mean? My sister-in-law hasn't paid a penny for the house in a month. Then he said, Amy is divorced, so we need to help her and Rita. We're going to build a new house and start a new life as a family of 5. I didn't understand him anymore. Without thinking, I blurted out, okay, then I'm divorcing you. What? Adam said, surprised. Divorce. I can't stay married to someone who puts his sister and niece before his own wife and daughter, I told him. That's just jealousy, he said. Jealous? I laughed. I can't stand living with those monsters any longer. I can't take it, and neither can Rita. Don't insult my sister. Adam snapped. I'm just telling the truth. All they do is cost us money for nothing. They're like 2 kids hanging onto you. That's enough, he shouted. Don't piss me off. I'll divorce you if I have to. I won't care to see either of you leave. Well, then I'm glad, I said, pulling out the divorce papers from the drawer. I had already gone to the city office a few days before and got them. He angrily filled out his part, his face turning red. I packed my things, took my daughter, and moved back to my parents' house. We had a meeting with a lawyer to discuss dividing our property. To my surprise, Adam brought Amy along. I thought to myself, I want to see how miserable you both are. Normally, I'd be angry, but at this point, I didn't care. This is everything we've saved since we got married, the lawyer said. It'll be split 50-50. That's a lot of money, Amy commented. It's fine, I replied. I can cover this much with money from my property division with my ex-husband. Well, I'm glad, Amy said. Now Amy and I will build a new house and live comfortably with Rita. Amy added, Jane, are you a single mom living in a shabby apartment? Poor you. I calmly responded, I'll stay at my parents' house for a while. Oh, and you're going to build a new house? Amy asked with a smirk. Wait, what about the land? I asked. What? Adam looked confused. Oh, I knew you forgot, I said. You always forget things. We originally planned to build a new house because my father said he would give us the land he owns. But now that we're divorced, the land isn't yours anymore. You won't be able to build a new house unless you buy your own land. But with what you have now, you can only afford a tiny house. Adam went silent, his face turning blue. Oh no, I didn't hear that, Adam muttered. I got divorced because you said we could live in a new house for free. I'm not interested in your problems, I said, leaving the meeting with my lawyer. The look on my husband's and sister-in-law's faces was almost funny. I heard that Adam continued living in the apartment with my sister-in-law and niece. But now, with 3 people to support and child support payments for my daughter, his savings were disappearing fast. I also found out that my sister-in-law's husband left her because she was a terrible spender. I'm sure she'll soon drain Adam's savings too. Adam tried to contact me to get back together, but I ignored his calls and blocked him. I found a new job and my parents were helping me raise my daughter. Life as a single mother was tough, but I was doing it. My daughter had become very close to her grandparents, who loved her dearly. She didn't even care about seeing her father anymore and hadn't asked about him since the divorce. I was watching my daughter grow up happily with my family, and I was finally at peace. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you liked the video. See you next time.